fourth over. They still have Raj Banshi left with 2 more overs, and Sompal, one of the good fast bowlers that Nepal had for over the years, is yet to bowl his 3 overs as well. So maybe they're thinking of bringing back in.
I wouldn't even mind seeing one more fielder come up. Oman Sava, it looks like he's getting tense. The Singapore Indian Association here. Punched away down for a single. And singles is what really to go away. It's a wonderful, wonderful game of cricket.
This is purely the experience bringing back into this game, showing the rest of the teams as well how experience is going to help winning this type of games, defending lower total. This purely good line and length, changing the pace of the deliveries. Is not like a bowler's paradise for Nepal to take everything away. It's purely the experience coming in handy for Nepal here.
This is high quality execution. The end of another very economical and effective over. Rejmi
finishing his 4 overs for 14 runs. Unfortunate, no wickets for him, but he has an economy rate of 3.5 in a T20 game, defending 100.
That's what she should be looking to do.
Mohammad Rizlan looks a very technically correct and capable player. He also seems rather unruffled. This might be part of Qatar's tactical plan to keep some of their more conservative type batsmen to the end. Well, current case, he's got the ball in hand. See what he can do. Tell you what, technically correct and capable. Blue and pink Nepal shirts going everywhere in the park. Everybody's backing up. The Qatar batsmen have decided to have a mid-pitch conference. It's all happening here. What a wonderful game of cricket. So it's been a pleasure commentating with you. We've been sharing the park some time ago and now the Combox, and what a wonderful game to do this in.
Absolutely.
Once again, big appeal. The umpire decides otherwise. And the Qatari batsmen scamper through for a single. Well, Qatar have managed to make a chase of this total after all.
They're just 16 runs. If I have to guess, I'll put a bet on Nepal.
Yes. We'll see how it unfolds. Not much of a betting man. The best bet I made was to keep my money in the pocket. Both Malaysia and Singapore eagerly watching this contest. It's a good bit of backing up
by Sompal.
Sompal Kami cutting off the angle there. Karan KC, he'd be a bit disappointed with that over. Though he didn't give away much, he never looked like he was going to get a wicket, because he bowled outside the off stump, on the pads. He was a bit all over the place.
Completely different from the approach that he had for the first 2 overs that he bowled, just giving away 8 runs, but still he just gave about 5 runs, but that 5 runs is too much at this stage of the game, where Rajmi Bora has been putting so much pressure in that crucial moment up till now to set up this game nicely for Nepal.
Yeah, Bora coming back on from the Serangoon Road end. I think he bowled very well. Let's see whether he can pick one up for Nepal. The fans at both the Singapore Cricket Indian Association and back home in Nepal be urging Bora on to pick one more.
This is Bora's last over.
Here's a field of a third man, backward point, cover, sweeper cover, and a long off. There's a long on, short mid wicket, deep backward square leg, and a fine leg. Right. Norman Sawa on strike for Qatar. The 18th over is about to commence.
Norman Sawa on 3 of 6 balls. Mohammad Rizlan 5 of 10 deliveries with 1 boundary. So by the bowler.
Norman Sawa manages a single. Qatar just requires 14 runs for victory of 17 deliveries. Nepal requires 4 wickets. Now this is something I've been going on about. The Nepal wicketkeeper has decided it's a smart thing to leave the helmet behind. In such a low scoring situation, if the ball hits that, that's 5 runs. You have to be thinking about these things.
Yeah, you're correct, Shamal. I mean, you can't take those chances at this moment. Anything can happen.
And I'm absolutely surprised that all the analysts, the coaching, and even the experienced players haven't picked that one up. All it takes for you is 1 ball to hit the helmet.
Nicely placed by Sarwa, picking up two runs. The Qatar score moves on to 112 in 17.3 overs for 6 wickets. Both these batsmen haven't tried anything fancy, which is good for Qatar.
Yes, I think they've been batting extremely sensibly, assessing exactly what's required. Brilliant fielding once again, but the ball gets away. Once again, it's that fielder Deependra Singh. Certainly saved a single there for Nepal. Throwing himself to the right. Sharad Vishwaka giving a bit of encouragement and advice to Bohara, steaming in.
Qatar slowly but steadily edging closer to the victory. Just 10 runs required from 14 deliveries.
Yes, Qatar now within 2 strikes.
I think Nepal still can come back into the game.
Back one side of the field and bowl to it. At the end of the
18th over, Qatar 115 for loss of 6 wickets. Sarwar batting 8 runs of 10 deliveries, going at an 80 strike rate, and Rizlan on 7 runs from 12 deliveries with 1 boundary.
And as we speak, the 12th man picks the helmet up, which is a smart thing. Just 8 runs required by Qatar. Nepal still not giving up, fighting on. I think Nepal has done really well to drag this game deep into the 19th over of this match. Qatar just complicated their chase. They should have been at the pool by now. This game is still not over. Let's see how it goes. Whether there are going to be any more twists and turns to this fascinating game. Game 3 of this ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final. Coming up after this, Singapore taking on Kuwait at 2 p.m.
Here we go, the 19th over. Karan Casey going to bowl his last over. Can he finish this over well? This is where his experience needs to come in at this moment.
Sawa beautifully driving it to long off. And I still feel that there's a bit of an appeal, more in hope than anything else. The umpires seem to be discussing. I don't know what they're discussing about.
Is that an appeal for a catch?
The umpires have decided it's not out. Mohammad Rizlan. And Norman Sawa. Very crucial 17-run partnership between these two. It's gone if it hits. It doesn't. Rizlan makes it through. In the context of the game, this 18-run partnership has been absolute gold for Qatar. More importantly, they've been really sensible about the way they've gone about their business. They run hard between the wickets. They looked smart about the way they're chasing this total down. Short into the pitch. Karan Casey trying to get one up, see whether he can extract a mistake.
Like as you mentioned, Shamal, this partnership has proved to be one of the good partnerships that Qatar had, and they played absolutely sensibly. Only one boundary in their partnership, going at 4.6 runs per over. They played together for 4 overs, and they never look uncomfortable against the Nepal attack. Given the point when both the batsmen were there, they were yet to score a single run. 2 new batsmen at that point with 27 runs to chase. Now just 5 runs away from a brilliant victory. Is going to lift a huge spirits from the Qatar team, because winning against Nepal is not easy, given their strength, their abilities, their skill.
Yes, and he's going to throw the tournament wide open. So I'm sure Nepal will bounce back strongly. Qatar now 1 strike away. So they move within the 123 required. There's a few clouds hovering over the Indian Association ground, cooling things down.
It's going to be quite interesting, Jamal, to see who's going to bowl that last over. Lamichhane finishes 4 overs alongside Karan, Rajmi and Bohara, left with Raj Banshi and Sompal. Sompal has been expensive in that first over, but I'm not too sure. I'm just gambling on Raj Banshi at this moment because he bowled not so well. 2 overs for 21 runs, going at 10 runs per over. So these are the only 2 bowlers that left for us to use it, just for us to defend.
I tell you what, Raj Banshi can elevate himself to national hero status if he pulls this one off. Anything can happen. Like I said, the game isn't over till the fat lady sings, but now I can hear her clearing her voice.
Yeah, it is Raj Banshi going to bowl the last over, requiring 4 runs for Qatar to win this game. And Nepal needs to restrict them for just 2 runs.
Norman Sawa, the big unit from Qatar on strike, has batted really intelligently. Might look to deposit this one. Once again, Deependra Singh. If anything, Nepal's fielding has been brilliant, but they'll be disappointed with the way they threw away their wickets, the set batsmen of Nepal, and also in terms of some of the overs and some of the areas or some of the points they missed in terms of like having the slip and all those little occasions where they could have seized the momentum. It's been a brilliant match of cricket.
They bowl really well. Or is that the
That's
game
an outside
for Qatar?
edge. It's gone down. 4 runs and Qatar wins. Norman Sawa sees them through. They've defeated Nepal. That's going to do their confidence a world of good. And it's going to throw this tournament right open. Nepal, they've fought valiantly. They can hold their heads up high. They gave a real fight defending this low total of 123. What a wonderful game of cricket it has been. So it has been a pleasure commentating with you.
Thank you, Jamal. It's been a great game. It's a great privilege for me to commentating with you as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll join you shortly with the presentation ceremony.
फोटो दे देंगे मान देंगे मेहरबानी